Welcome to another edition of the weekly Parashat portion. This week's Parasha is Parashat Beha'alotecha. There's a pasuk in Parashat Beha'alotecha that explains the Moshe Rabbeinu's job to gather up all of the Levi'im to appoint them that they're going to be working in the Mishkan and later in the Beit HaMikdash, and they're a very important part of the service of the Mishkan and the Beit HaMikdash. And Hashem instructs him and he says, Kehu et ha-Levi'im mitoch bnei Israel. Take the Levi'im from Bnei Israel and give them this job. Now, this word, kehu, to take them, what does it mean? So Rashi explains. Take them means, kahem bedibarim. You should take them with words. Meaning, convince them. They're not going to just jump on it. You just tell them this is what you got to do, and they're going to say, yeah, we're ready to sign up. You're going to have to convince them and tell them the following. Ashrechem shetizku liot shamashim l'makom. Praiseworthy are you that you're chosen to serve Hashem. So, the question is as follows. That you have thousands and thousands of people, millions of people, that all would love this opportunity to work in the Mishkan. And Hashem chooses a certain sect of people, only the Levi'im. You have this privilege to work in the Beit HaMikdash and to the Mishkan. Aren't they going to jump on that opportunity? What do you need to convince them for? It's the opportunity of a lifetime, right? And not only that, the Levi'im are no shabby nation. They're very, very special people, because we know that by the times of the Chet HaEgel, after the Chet HaEgel, Moshe Rabbeinu, he screams out, Mi LaHashem Elai. Whoever is going to be for Hashem and not with this Egel business, step up to the plate and come and join forces with me. And who stepped up to the plate? The Levi'im. So we know that the Levi'im are great people, and the Levi'im, I happen to be a Levi, the Levi'im are really wonderful people, and they want to serve Hashem, and they want to do this. So what do we need to convince them that you're going to be appointed to work in the Mishkan? Why do we need to convince them and say, Ashrechem, and give them the whole speech and try to get them to work in the Mishkan? They should want to jump on the opportunity, especially for the type of people that they are. So I saw an answer in a sefer called Darash David. He says like this, that the way that human nature works is there are people that will do great things. They'll be moser nefesh, they'll give over everything to do a certain mitzvah, to save a certain person, whatever it is, right? You name it, they'll do it. But when it comes to something called acharayut temidit, ongoing responsibility, a commitment of constantly working in a certain position, nobody wants to commit. Everybody steps back. Oh, commit? Not so fast. Right? We'll do. We're inspired to do something. We'll do it. But once we say, okay, here's your job and you got to do this day in and day out, we say, what if it gets too hard? What if? And we make up our stories and we say we can't commit, right? There's even a concept that a lot of companies, you can save money. If you hook up your bank account and they do an auto pay, and they'll just deduct the money from your account every month for whatever it is, let's say insurance, right? They'll even give you a discount, but still we say, how many of us really do that discount? Maybe my grandmother that's 90 years old, so she does it. She doesn't want to deal with the bills. But a regular guy, they usually don't even do those things because it's just that fear of commitment. It's such a silly thing that you know you're going to pay the bill anyway, but I don't want to commit. That's the human nature. We don't want to commit. So over here, when the Levi'im, they are the type of people to do this service, and they're very special people and everything, but once it comes, they say, this is your job, and this is going to stay your job forever. It's going to be a daily activity that you're going to have to work in the Mishkan, in the Beit HaMikdash. Now we say, hold on, you got to convince me. I'm not sold yet, right? To make that sale, it really takes a lot of convincing. I was having a very, very full schedule. And I needed to cut my time somewhere. I was just so overwhelmed between working and I was teaching and teaching more, and I just needed to cut somewhere. So I was thinking about where to cut to give some time back to, my wife, myself. And I said, you know what? My night Seder, every night I learn and I teach. And it takes preparation and it takes going out at night right after dinner. It's not an easy task to learn every night, especially to teach every night. So when I got home, I would start preparing and then rush out. It's very hard. So I said, maybe that's the place where I should cut, because it would relieve a lot of stress from my day, I feel like, and it would give me some time and some peace of mind. But after thinking about it, I said, how could I do that? It would be a big mistake. Because this daily commitment of teaching a Gemara shiur every single night keeps me on my toes. That daily commitment makes sure that I not only learn at the class and teach, and I get that hour of learning, but also I'm sure that I'm going to have to prepare. And not just prepare, I got to know it clear. It's not like I could just read the Gemara and say, oh, you know what, I did my job for today. I got to make sure I really know what that Gemara is talking about, because I'm going to have to teach it. So, being that it's such an obligation, of a daily obligation to teach and to learn every single day, I said, I can't give that up. Even though that would relieve the most stress and everything, but that keeps my Avodat Hashem up to par because of that daily commitment. So, I had this concept in my head, and now I'm so happy to see that it's brought out in such a beautiful way, and I did the right thing. Recently, I was having trouble paying. I used to give tzedakah to my yeshiva that I went to prior, and I have a lot of hakarat hatov to yeshiva. So that's my number one place that I like to give my tzedakah to. And times were getting hard, and I saw myself slacking a little bit. I would wait, I wouldn't give it on time, and I decided that in order to battle that, I'm going to set up an auto pay, and every single month it's going to deduct from my account automatically, and this way I can't have any excuses. Again, with the commitment, you're not only supposed to be convinced, now that we know the tactic of the Yetzer Hara, that he wants us not to commit, so now we can go and we put ourselves into that situation without being convinced to commit. We should look for those opportunities to commit, because we know how much that will make us grow. Now, there's a lot of opportunities for this. You could give, like I said, the tzedakah monthly, and make sure that you give it. This way you don't have to have that test every single time. Should I give? It's a hard time. It's not a hard time, right? You could pick a job. If you're looking for a job and you have a couple of options, pick the one with the right environment, that prays mincha every day, that there's kosher food around, that there's Jewish people around, right? Because you put yourself into a daily situation where you know it's a more safe environment for your Judaism. Commit to learning every single day, or or once a week, whatever it is. Be part of a group that you're missed. If you don't show up, they're going to say, oh, where were you, right? You want to have that feeling of a commitment. And for all those single people out there, the best way to commit yourself is to find a girl. When you're looking for a girl, you're looking for a guy, find a person that's on a nice religious level, a little bit higher than you. So this way, you lock yourself in to a lifetime of growing and avodat Hashem. And this way, you know that you're setting yourself up for success. And these are all, it's a very, very hard concept to commit. Nobody wants to commit, but the fruits are unbelievable if we really do push ourselves, and without being approached and trying to convince us to commit, and we go and we see the benefits of committing to a situation and having that daily commitment, it will bring a lot of fruits to our life. Yeh Ratzon that we all are able to battle the Yetzer Hara and really, really succeed. Shabbat Shalom.